Just over a month ago, I was a little bored, and so I decided to start a brand new agency, and as you can see in the last 19 days, we've collected just over 10K in cash. I'll even, pull this up here just to show you. 5th to the 24th, last 19 days, just over 10K in cash collected, all right? And this is without any case studies. Okay, so no proof, no cases, no offer on a website, nothing. 19 days, me and my partner Anthony collected over 10K in cash. Now, a lot of people say SMA is dead or it's too competitive. And that's true when you rely on external factors like social proof, case studies, and then use that stuff to make money. Okay, that is difficult. Okay, but that's why I created a system where you do not need any social proof, let alone experience. You can start charging north of $2,000 from the get-go without any of that stuff that everyone says you need. And so here's the 4-step action plan that we used that you can copy and implement as well, so you can start charging over 2K per client from the absolute get-go. So first thing we did when starting the agency with my partner Anthony was we picked a niche. Okay, and so when I look for niches, here are the things I look for that constitute a good niche. I look for a growing market. I look for a total addressable market, TAM, which is ideally over the millions. Not that big of a deal if it's a couple 100,000, but ideally it's over the millions. Fast buying cycle, aka these people sell something that can be bought quickly, right? So for example, real estate is a very slow buying cycle, and something like e-commerce has a fast buying cycle. Not to say real estate is bad, but once again, just check listings. Evergreen niche, something that can sell anyone anytime, which is this. Service is a want/need, not just like a random little knickknack. Okay, like pens are not they're not probably the best thing to sell. Once again, not low ticket. Pens would be a great example of something not to sell, not to pick a niche for. Good purchasing power, which would be business owners, okay, not just sole proprietors, can handle more clients, ideally sell them more than once, so they have higher LTV, middle gatekeepers, and then some sort of ideally relatable thing to the niche. Maybe your mom works in the niche. Maybe you used to work at that kind of job. Those are the kind of things I look for when looking for a niche. With all this being said, we decided to go with e-com. It's by far not the best niche. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's a very good niche at all, but it hit a good amount of the boxes and it had a lot of scaling potential. So therefore, we went with the niche. After we pick a niche, we created an offer. This is literally the most important thing. If you do nothing else, even if you leave this video, I don't care. Just understand this, okay? Because the offer will literally make or break your business. If there's even a good saying, right? Make an offer so good, people can't say no. But I would argue that the better your offer is, the worse you can be at sales, and therefore you need less social proof, less case studies, etc., because you're just good at sales. Okay, or my bad, because you have a good offer, and the good offer will do most of the selling for you. So to create a good offer, you need 4 of the basic components. You need an outcome, you need perceived likelihood of achievement, which can be classified as some sort of guarantee. You need to know the time and the effort it's going to take them. So to make this easier, literally just ask yourself these questions. Who do I help? What do I help them achieve and or avoid? How long will it take to get that result? How do I ensure success? And what will I specifically do for them? Bonus is find their pain. Okay, because the more pain you find, the more direct you can be with your marketing, the more it'll resonate, the more effective it'll be. Okay, so when coming up with this offer, we literally just searched the Facebook ad library, Google, and other platforms to see what offers other people were already running that we thought we could do. The reason for this is don't try and reinvent the wheel. Take what's already working and just throw your little spin on it. So that's what we did. We ended up settling for this offer. Ecom owners between 5 and 30K a month will increase your ad conversion by 50% in 60 days, or it's free. It's a pretty sexy offer, right? Increasing your ad conversion rate by 50% in 60 days is pretty solid. Now, I want to break this down a little bit more just so you understand why this offer is so good. Some people are like, oh, but talking about increasing ad conversion rates, like that may not be sexy. It is, because we don't want to target people who aren't running ads, because trying to sell ads to someone who's not running ads is like trying to sell snow to an Eskimo. It's very difficult. And so we'd rather just say to people, hey, we'll help you increase the conversion rate on your ads, because therefore they already understand the importance of ads. So instead of having to try to sell them on the idea of ads, they already want to run ads. As a matter of fact, they're probably already running ads. And then they're like, hey, we're already running ads, or we want to run ads. You seem to be good at it. We would love to hire you, which makes our offer resonate so much more, and it filters out all the low quality leads we couldn't sell to anyway. Okay, so that's a bit of a breakdown of this offer. Why it works so well is because we're targeting people who already have interest in our offer by explicitly stating upfront what it is we do. Increase your ad conversion rates. Okay, simple as that. And as for the price, we charge one time up front and then performance on the back end. Okay, you can make this number whatever you want. You can make it 1K, you can make it 4K. It doesn't matter. Okay, whatever you feel comfortable saying, just say that number. Now, the third thing that we did is we started setting appointments. If you want to make a lot of money, you need clients. And if you want clients, you need appointments. And you probably need a lot more than you think. So whatever amount of appointments you think you need to get to whatever number you want to hit, maybe it's 10K, maybe it's 50K, maybe it's 100K, just times that number by 5, and then you should be okay. So instead of saying, oh, I need to book 100 appointments a month, say I need to book 500 appointments a month, and then try to find a way to build systems and input mechanisms to hit 500 appointments a month. And I promise you, you will not only crush your goal, but not get, I guess, thrown off and sad when you're not hitting the KPIs you want to hit, because a lot of times we overestimate what we can do. Okay. Now, to kind of go a bit more into this, one of the most important things is setting appointments. If you don't have appointments on your calendar, you won't make money, right? And so, like I said here, we didn't have proof, we don't have cases, we didn't have an offer, we didn't have a website, we had literally nothing. And that being said, we still managed to collect over 10K in 19 days because we focused on one thing and one thing only, right? Which is setting appointments. Setting appointments, right? If you don't have appointments on the calendar, you can't sell people. And if you can't sell people, you can't make money. And so you have to put, like, this is where all the time went to, okay? So with this in mind, we launched 5 ads the very next day, testing different creatives and landing pages, okay? If you want a breakdown of how we did this, you can literally just go watch this video here. This video on my YouTube channel breaks down exactly, like, the exact campaign structure, the exact ad set structure, the exact sort of testing mechanisms, landing page split test, everything that I'm currently doing for my agencies. Okay, so you can go watch that and copy all that stuff. Now, I know that you're here because you want a magic bullet. You wanted some secret sauce that I was going to tell you that was magically going to take you from nothing to something overnight, right? Like, I just give you this little pill, this little red pill, right? I give this to you and say, swallow this, and you wake up tomorrow a millionaire. That's probably what you want. Here's the thing. Is despite the fact that I actually partner with people, I'm still going to be transparent and tell you that there is no such thing as a silver bullet. There is no secret pill that magically scales agencies. I don't care what anyone's putting out there. There's no secret thing, okay? You can make money cold calling, cold emailing, SMS, ads. It literally doesn't matter. You can make money doing all this stuff. All of it works, okay? All of it works. Every single bit works, okay? And so with that being said, there's no secret here. In what we're doing, there's no secret. Everything that I'm doing, I've probably shared on my YouTube channel at one point or another. You can probably go watch everything and replicate everything I know. The only difference is, I mean, you could argue there's a couple differences, but one of the biggest differences is just your ability to stick to it. Right? If you tried DMs for a day and then you decide it doesn't work, well, of course not. You tried it for a day. Okay. So we created a good offer with a unique angle to, like, in comparison to what everyone else is doing, and then we just started testing ads. That's what we did. Is we just created a good offer with a unique framing that was different than what everyone else in the market was running. And then we just started setting appointments and testing at scale. We didn't just sit around, muttering on our phone and moving our thumbs around. We actively every single day found new ways to just market, because that's how you're gonna make more money, is marketing and testing and marketing and testing and marketing and testing. Okay, scale the winners, cut the losers. Now, after a few weeks of doing this, or not even a few weeks, like a week or two, we started booking multiple calls a day, which leads to the very final step, which is why you're here. Closing. This is literally what you clicked on this video for. So if you stay the whole 8 minutes, good for you. To learn how to close clients without proof. And it all comes down to one simple thing, which I really want to hone in on so you understand this, so you can close clients without proof. Because if you're relying on proof to close, you're just cheating yourself. Okay? Well, it comes down to one thing, which is the power of words, or something known as tonality. So let me actually share this video and share with you something that will really change your perspective on this. 1 minute clip. Watch this.
What? Oh, you all think smoking kills? Let me tell you something. Do you know that the amount of people dying from diabetes are 3 times as many people dying from smoking? Yet if I pulled a Snicker bar, nobody would say anything. Do you know that the leading cause of lung cancer is not actually a cigarette? It's your DNA. You could smoke for years and nothing will ever happen to you. This whole war against smoking is just to restrict the farming of tobacco. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I use these arguments, even though I just made them up.
So we can watch the rest of the video, but I hope you understood what just happened there. Let me ask you this. When he said that you're more likely to, or you're 3 times more likely to die from smoking if your DNA than versus smoking, whatever the case is, right? Lung cancer from whatever. Did you believe that? I sure did. Even though when you think about it, it makes no sense. He said that you're more likely to die from eating a Snickers bar than you would from smoking. Does that make sense? No. But most of you probably believed him. And so it begs the question, why? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because what you say or show does not matter. You could say the most absurd things like he just did. How you say it is what matters. Notice how he said those words. He sounded it as if it were true. He sounded it as if he meant it. He said those words in a way that made you believe him. Okay? And so you could have a million case studies, but if you still sound like you have no case studies and you have no idea what you're talking about, no one will believe you. And so at its core, case studies are just meant to make somebody believe. That's it. But what makes people believe isn't logic, like a case study screenshot. It's a feeling. Belief in and of itself isn't a logical thing, right? Like belief fundamentally isn't a logical thing that you just go, oh yes, I believe in that. No, it's a feeling. You feel, yeah, I believe that will work. Well, where does that come from? Well, I just feel that it will work, right? A belief is a feeling. And so trying to show people logic to make up for this will never work because belief is a feeling. And to get somebody to buy, they have to believe. And so a feeling that it will work comes from how you say the words and how you present yourself. And so the reason why we're able to make 10K in the last 19 days, right, is not because of the logical things that we said on the call, right? It's not exactly what Anthony said word for word on the call. It's not, word for what it said on a landing page. It's how we made the person feel. It's the feeling they got when interacting with us. It's the feeling they got when they watched our ad. It's the feeling they got when they hopped on the sales call with us when we pitched them our solution. Okay? And so to maximize this, to maximize your ability to create that feeling of believability in someone, there's so many. I recommend that you go study the brain, you go study psychology, what makes people believe, and you understand how the brain works. But on just a very, high level, some tips you can use so you can walk away this video, being able to close more deals, is this. Be good and knowledgeable at what you do. The more you know, the more you are knowledgeable about your specific topic, aka like knowing your product, the inherent more conviction you'll have when you speak. And when you have more conviction when you speak, more people will listen and believe. All right, get a better camera, makes people think of you better, right? It makes them perceive you as higher status. If I was filming this on a toaster oven, you probably would be less likely to believe the word I said than if I filmed this on my Canon 90D, which I'm filming on now, right, with a nice Sigma lens. Okay, get a better mic. Once again, the same concept. Right, getting a better mic not only increases the perceived value of you because now they can hear you more clearly, but it also makes them actually be able to hear you more clearly, which once again, tonality, right? How you say the words matters a lot, so invest in a better mic. Learn to listen to people and ask good questions. The better you become at listening and the better you become at asking questions, the more someone will go, wow, this guy understands me. This guy gets me. This guy knows what he's doing. Even if you know nothing about what you're selling. If you're able to listen and ask good questions, they will feel, once again, this is a feeling, they will feel like you get them. Whether you do or not doesn't matter, they will feel that way. Why? Because you're able to listen and ask good questions. Next one, like I said, know your product, right? Know your customer, which comes back to this. Listen, ask good questions. Wear nicer clothes. Not only will this make the prospect view you better, but you will also feel better. When you wear nicer clothes, you typically feel better. When you feel better, you talk better. When you talk better, people are more likely to believe you. And last one is talk with power. When you speak, mean it. Speak with intention. When you speak, make sure that you actually mean what you say. Don't mumble, don't stutter, don't don't Talk with power. Talk with conviction. Talk like you mean business. That is how you're going to get people to believe you. Because what this really comes down to, right? What this comes down to right here, the 10K, comes down to two things. A good offer, and having them believe. That's it. If you can make somebody believe in the good offer that you have, they will buy. That's what it comes down to. And so the one thing I just want you to take away from this video is that if you can make, even if your offer isn't incredible, this offer isn't like grand slam out of this park, it's just a solid offer, right? You make a solid offer as long as you can make people believe. Because once again, most people nowadays have read Hormozi's $100 million offers. They understand that, okay, to make a good offer, I need to have dream outcome, blah, 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 this, that. And they offer something that benefits the customer. As long as you have something that is a benefit to the customer, the only thing that you have to work on is this. belief. Because if you can get them to believe, they will buy. So, take this from the video and just understand that if you can make someone believe, you can close people for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10K, whatever amount you want, without case studies, without social proof. Because social proof, case studies, etc., is a logical thing. Belief is a feeling that is emotional, that comes from how you say the words. So, hope you enjoyed, hoped this helped. And I guess I'll pitch real quick. If you are an agency owner who wants my help scaling, perhaps on a revenue share partnership basis, like I did here with Anthony, then click the blue button below. There's a little funnel. It takes you right to my calendar. No stupid opt-in or VSL training. You can chat to see if you qualify.